All right, all right. It's the other white hats, and this is the shaman poet. Now, listen to me. I've got a great show for you. I'm going to cover President Donald Trump's speech where he reads from the Bible. There was some comms in there, and I don't know if anyone else is really speaking on the things that I saw. I want you all to know that I'm a big fan of Carrie Cassidy, big fan of Project Camelot. I'm a big fan of Patriot Underground, the Patriot Movement, the White Hats, Donald Trump, all of that. And I'm telling you right now, we're going to see something here in this where he read the Bible. Big purpose, big reason behind it. And then I'm going to cover another video that he did, and I want to do some different things on that as well. But it's really important for us to really pay attention to what Donald Trump is doing, because Donald Trump doesn't do anything out of character. Well, he does things out of character, but I mean, he doesn't do things without reason or rhyme. I mean, he's methodic. He's diabolical in it. And I'm going to show it right here. So get excited, all you Anons out there and all you patriots and all you spiritually enlightened and all you awake people on the planet. And pay attention, all of you in the great masses on the planet. Let's look at your president and see what he's really doing. Man, I can't tell you how excited I am. Here we go. I'm going to start it.
Thus Solomon finished the house of the Lord and the king's house, and all that came into Solomon's heart to make in the house of the Lord, and in his own house he prosperously effected. And the Lord appeared to Solomon by night and said to him, I have heard your prayer and have chosen this place to myself for a house of sacrifice. If I shut up heaven, that there be.
What did he say? And who's he talking to? Well, he's reading out of the Bible. He's got his hands on the Bible. And I don't see any jewelry or anything. He looks really clean cut. Nothing out there, which is another factor that I'll put in. He's saying that he's not going with the narrative. And he's got his hands on the Bible, saying that he's going in light. I know a lot would say, well, the Bible this, the Bible that. Well, that's fine. But most of humanity has seen it as a beacon of light forever. And just because there's discrepancies in there or whatever, it's still a beacon of light. And it's the only one, the only card he has. And he pulled it. And now he's talking to them and telling him exactly what he's about to do. Pay attention. Here's where it gets real, everybody. I hope y'all are paying attention, because what I'm going to lay down here is going to be really, really cool.
Rain. Or if I command the locusts to devour the land, or if I send pestilence among my people, if my people which are called by my name shall humble themselves and pray and seek my face and turn from their wicked ways, then will I hear from heaven and will forgive their sin and will heal their land. Now my eyes shall be open and my ears attent to the prayer that is made in this place. For now I have chosen and sanctified this house, that my name may be there forever, and my eyes and my heart shall be there perpetually. And as for you, if you will walk before me, as David your father walked, and do according to all that I have commanded you.
Okay, now what is he saying, really? We obviously know he's reading the Bible. We also know that Trump is very deep. He's very methodical, and he does everything by the book. He said it over and over and over and over. The Q drops have said it. Your Anons are saying it. The Patriot Movement is saying it. All these people are saying it, even people in the spiritual community. So what's he really saying? He's saying, if you follow my rules, and listen, he's talking to Israel. Now, he doesn't say that. He doesn't have to. That scripture is directly interjecting Israel. What he's doing is he's saying, look what I did in Iran. Pay attention, Israel. If you don't come up off where you're at and you don't start getting with the program, you're next. And he did it in the most beautiful way he could have possibly done it. And I know people are going to pick up on this after I do this video, and they're going to say, what? Just watch. It's unbelievable how he's doing this. He's focused toward the masses, because the masses are the ones that understand, or not understand, but don't understand anything but the Bible, if they understand that at all. The masses, a lot of them are just starting to wake up. And so he's got his hands on the Bible. He's coming forth with, and he's telling the American public, the masses, the Anons, the Patriot movement, the spiritual movement, all of them, I am in the light. You see his hands on the Bible? That is the only way he can do it. He can't just come out and say, I'm in the light. Of course not, because people wouldn't understand that and it wouldn't fit the narrative. He's working within the means of the narrative, and he's got the good book out. And he's saying, whoa, pay attention, Israel. Pay attention, masses. I'm in the light. And all those that are in the know, all these Anons, look at him. He's telling you he's choosing light. He's telling you he's moving in light. He's giving you a calm here. Now watch what he says.
And shall observe my statutes and my judgments. Then will I establish the throne of my kingdom according to as I have covenanted with David your father, saying, there shall not fail you as a man to be ruler in Israel. But if you turn away and forsake my statutes and my commandments, which I have set before you, and shall go and serve other gods and worship them, then will I pluck them up from the roots out of my land, which I have given them.
Whoa.
And this house.
He's telling Israel that he's allowed them, but that he no longer will. And if they don't get with the program and drop the negative ET influence, drop the, using the tech the wrong way and trying to control things and trying to be in charge, what he's going to do. Listen to what he says he's going to do. And he's reading this so that Israel, so the masses, so all those in the know hear him. I mean, this is unprecedented.
Which I
Never
have
have you seen a president do
sanctified
this.
for my name will I cast out of my sight, and will make it to be a proverb and a byword among nations. And this house which is high shall be an astonishment to every one that passes by it, so that he shall say, why has the Lord done thus to this land and to this house? And it shall be answered, because they forsook the Lord God of their fathers, which brought them forth out of the land of Egypt, and laid hold on other gods, and worshiped them and served them.
All right, now listen. The negative ETs, Anunnaki, Elohim, Greys, whatever, the reptilians, whatever faction you're talking about, they claim to be gods. And he's saying they're false gods. He's not claiming he's God, but by any means, he's a part of God. We all are. But what he's saying is that he's going to follow the line. And these comms are great. He's saying that if they don't get with the program, if they don't drop the negative crap, they don't give up the alien tech that they have and get in line with the program of what he's doing, they're going to see something similar, if not worse, than what the Iranians saw. And this isn't the Iranian people, and we're not trying to hurt anybody, and we don't want anybody hurt. This is Donald Trump saying that he's going to come in and take control. You watch. He said this for a reason. And a lot of people need to wake up. And he's saying that they're worshiping false idols and false gods. And they are, because all of those Anunnaki claim to be some kind of creator being of some sort. I mean, that's what's in the Old Testament of the Bible, where the creator says, go kill this person and go dominate this country and go murder these people and hang their heads on the wall and take their women for you and all that. Our creator didn't say any of that. The Elohim, which were actually the Anunnaki, which was actually Enlil's side of the faction, that's who said that. And so he's saying to them, all that's over with. So either get with the program, or I'm going to come and take over and I'll install someone in there. That's the way it'll be, just like Iran. But he's also talking to the general public, the masses, the normies, whatever y'all want to call them. And he's telling them, look where I'm at. I got a Bible in my hand. When have you ever seen a president do that? When have you ever seen a president do it? You haven't. They put their hand on a Bible. They didn't open it up and read the passage and then read it too. And we saw the Q drops. Everybody's seen the Q drops. Israel will be last. He's warning them right now. What does that tell you? We got to wake up. We got to pay attention, people. And we got to see that your president is working with the White Hats, and they've got connections with positive ETs. They're connected to the White Hats, the Alliance, and the Galactic Federation of Worlds and the Galactic Federation of all these different people. They're advising them and telling them. And why is he coming out? Because they're telling him to come out in this biblical way to make a statement beyond all statements. And he did it. He really did. And it was phenomenal. And I'm telling you right now, if nobody's noticing that, and I noticed, a lot of people might say, well, maybe he didn't wear a jewelry or wedding ring, whatever. But I think he's doing that to show that he's not in line with the current narrative that says material possessions and all this stuff is the greatest thing in the world. He's saying, I'm right here in front of you, the man I am, and I'm telling you in the most powerful way I can what I'm going to do and what's going to happen. Absolutely unreal. Unreal. Let's get to this other video. I want to cover another video. Let me get to this other video. Hold on a minute. Where did we go with this other video? Hold on a minute. Because I've got another video and I've got it on my, hold on a minute. And I'm going to play this other video. Bear with me for a minute. This is going to be sensational, man. I hope you guys are paying attention, man. This man is putting it down, boy. And all those people are saying it takes a long time. Donald Trump's taking forever. He needs to step up. He's stepping up in the only way he can in the narrative in which he's got to deal with all these people and all this, narrative thing that he's dealing with, and the negative ETs and their high technology and all that stuff. And he's still warning them like that, and they're watching. I guarantee you every elite, every oligarch, every negative ET is paying exact attention to exactly what he's saying. I guarantee it. Let me find it. Where did I put it? Hold on, I'm looking for this other video. It's right here. Okay. Now, let me go to here. Let me go here. Hold on. Where is it? Hold on. That's 15. That's 5. That's trying. Hold on, guys. I'm trying to find it. I don't see it. Oh, right here. All right, here we go. Now listen to this video. This is where he's talking about Artemis, and he's talking about the Operation Epic Fury and the oil independence, Iran's threat, all this stuff. Now listen to this.
To speak to the American
Oh, this might be too low. Anyways, Trump is talking about something with the, I don't have the video clip. I thought that was a video clip. But anyways, there's a video clip where he's talking about what they did. I know everybody saw it on news. Anyways, what he did, Epic Fury, all of that. And right when he's in the conversation, if you pay attention to the video, he says, we knew that we would do this. We knew that we could do this. We knew ahead of time. But he said, I can't talk about it. Wait a minute. Is that Looking Glass? Do they have control of Looking Glass or type of technology like Looking Glass? And they ran the scenario. We all know how Looking Glass works. You look into it and you plug in the scenarios or whatever you're going to do, and then it gives you the outcome. And so you already know what's going to happen. They have that kind of technology. They've had that kind of technology. So I really think that I wish I could play the video, but I don't have it. And I'm not sure which one it is. But anyways, he says very plainly, we knew this was going to happen, but I can't talk about it. What did he know that he couldn't talk about? I think he's talking about Looking Glass. And I think that he's putting it out there that they are actually using it. And if they're using Looking Glass, that technology, and they're able to plug in scenarios and see how it plays out and see the end result, that makes it very methodical, and that changes everything. And maybe he got that in the Iranian controversy, because we all know this happened before. Everything that's playing out now is just like a movie. They already went in there. They already did all that. And we all know that. And we're just watching the script. So is he telling you that they have that technology and that they're utilizing that technology? Because if that's the case, What is going to happen, ladies and gentlemen? What is going to happen? Who knows? Who knows? I know this. They're able to do it methodically, diabolically, and perfectly in sync. So between the video he did where he's reading the Bible and then this video, and then there's another video he just came out with. I want to see what comments he's got in that. And I'll be coming back on with you guys. But I just wanted to point that out. And the video was where he was describing the different types of tactical units that he used and what they did and whatever. But in there, he made a comment, and I heard it. He said, and we knew it would go well, and we knew it was going to happen. But I can't talk about it. Now, if he hadn't said I can't talk about it, I would have just thought, hey, he's just real sure of himself and real sure of his faculties in his military. But he didn't say that. He said, I can't talk about it. What? You can't talk about what? ET tech you're using? Wow. What? I'm telling you right now, Donald Trump is on fire. And this video that he did with the Bible, that's on fire. Ain't nobody ever done that in the history. When have you seen a president sit down and read out of the Bible? Tell me. And read quotes like that, knowing the Q drop said Israel's last. He's giving them a warning, and he's using what happened in Iran to show them he can do it. And he said on camera, on purpose, but I can't talk about it because he wanted them to know, Israel, that he's got that tech, looking glass, and that he can use that to his advantage. Wow. This is fire. Make this go viral. Subscribe on all the different platforms. I've got Facebook up here. I've got YouTube up here. I've got X up here. My X channel does really good. I've got Rumble up here. I had to redo my YouTube account, and I just got on Rumble, and Facebook I've had forever. I don't got to worry about it either. But whatever you can do, subscribe, like, push this out. I'm going to bring you lots of material like this. Hopefully, I'm going to have some guests, and I'm also going to be on some other shows as well. And I'd love to have a round table with Patriot Underground. I'd love to have a round table with Kerry Cassidy, Mike King, Scotty, Journey to the Truth, that duo. They're great. I tip my hat to you. And remember this, we are the white hats. We are. Yeah, there's white hats working with Donald Trump, but we got to become our white hats. We got to put our white hat on, and we got to go to work. How do we do that? By paying attention to what's going on and sharing it with everyone. And when you see people looking at their screen, or you pass them, they look all confused, or you know somebody's not getting it, that's where you slow down and you give them this information right here. Donald Trump knows that without the mass, the normies you call them, if they're not ready to move, we're polarized. No matter how bright and light we get, no matter how much great stuff we do, if the mass of the planet, the major part of the planet that's completely unaware, some of them are starting to wake up, and that's great. But if you don't bring them, you ain't bringing nothing. And that's why he put his hand on the Bible, and that's why he said everything that he said, because he wanted to come to them in the only light they know, the Bible. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. I take my hat off to you, Trump. You are amazing. You are beautiful. And, you know, the white hats and what you guys are doing and the whole thing with the Bible, I mean, that's courage. And he got up there and he said straight up what he was going to do. All those things that were done to Israel, that's his way of telling them. And he'll take it away as quick as he's allowing it. And he's letting them know that he's in charge. Him, his administration, the white hats, and the positive ETs are guiding them, of course. And that's something that I also do. I'm in very big communication with an ET, an Andromedan named Nook. I've channeled him for years. People know that. I talk to the Pleiadian community, the Octarian community, and I do a lot of remote viewing with them and inner journey with them and channeling. And Anouk is in agreement. And Anouk said it like this. Anouk said that in a time like this, when you have a president like him and you have a narrative so strong and so steeped, it's going to take time. I don't care what extraterrestrials you're talking to that are positive, Galactic Federation, any of these, the Federation of Worlds, all of them, they know it takes time. If you rush anything, if you try to push anything, if you get impatient or anything, you miss steps. We don't want to miss any steps. Man, look at what happened to Atlantean times. Look what happened to Tartaria. These guys lost their civilization. Lemuria too. Why'd they lose it? Because things happened. And that's what they're trying to make sure, that we don't have another one of those things where we hit this high realm and then we come back down. I hope you guys are listening to me, because I'm telling you right now, you cannot be more on point than what's going on. Absolutely beautiful. Guys, you can send me comments or anything. I'd love to talk or whatever. Anybody has any questions or want to talk about any other subjects, let me know. I'm going to watch some of these other videos, and I'm going to see what's going on with some of the other Trump videos and these other content creators that are out there. Patriot Underground is great. And I get a lot of things off of them, and I kind of steer it. And I use my own sources. I have ET sources that I contact with all the time, just like a lot of the channelers on the planet. I've been doing it for 15, 20 years. And so I've got a different vantage point, a different way of seeing things. And that's beautiful. And I always ask Anook's opinion. And when I do some of these shows, I'll actually have points of view that Anook personally wants to say. Maybe even channel him here for the show if he wants to talk about a video or whatever. But all of the opinions that I have, they're in alignment with my own divinity and the positive ETs on the planet, because they're doing a lot. They're energy resonating. They're making sure everybody's playing fair and all of this. They cannot step in. They cannot do this. You're a white hat. Active so. Put the white hat on and go to work in your communities. Patriot Underground, Scotty had a show the other day, had a round table with these people. I don't remember exactly what their thing was, but on my next show, I'll figure that out or whatever. But anyways, it's a whole community, a whole big group of people that are starting to get in the trenches and make these connections to make little communities and little townships that run itself instead of being run over by all these politicians. It's time that we take the helm. And I don't mean it in a negative way or in a physical, a mano, any of that. I don't want to do any of that. In fact, you know what I say? I say when all of these people are arrested and all of these people come out, and, a lot of people say, well, we should, have a firing squad and all that. I don't agree with that. You know what I say? I say, let's put them on an island together and give them whatever they need on the island, set them up, and then just leave them there on the island, so they have food, everything, where it's like an open community, and all of them got to be there together, and they got to figure it out. What would that island be like? What would that be like? And then you're not doing the same thing as them. What do? They want to snipe somebody, they want to kill somebody, they want to assassinate somebody, disappear somebody. We don't want to become them. If we become them, what's the purpose of what we're doing? We don't want to become them. We want to become something greater. So we get an island somewhere and we dedicate it, and we put all of them that need to be on that island, and we just let them do their own thing. I saw a movie one time where they had it. Not like Alcatraz. I don't think they should be in prison cells or any of that. If they can't get off the island, if the island's in the middle of nowhere, if they have no boats and no boats bring it to them, of course, we, make sure they're okay and they're set up, they grow their own food, they make their own clothes, they do all this. I think that would be a really sensational way to deal with that. I really do. Think about it. All right, guys, till next time, it's been the Shaman Poet, and it's been the other white hats. You are a white hat. Step up however you can in your community doing these kind of videos or whatever you can do. Doesn't matter what, but become the white hat you are. All right. We'll see you next time.